What's up, YouTube family? What's up, YouTube family? It's your girl Niecy here with
Diddy.
and today we got another video for you. We got another banger for you. Today we're going to pretty much get a man's perspective on my last video, how you can really tell if a man loves you. Today we're going to get a man's perspective, and Diddy is going to pretty much answer some questions, and he's going to give us his take on it from a man's perspective. So sit tight. So we're just going to ask 10 I'm going to ask him 10 questions. They're going to be real quick so we can run through this video, get it done quickly. The questions are going to be real brief, but they are going to be very genuine and very organic. Okay, so the first question is, name 2 things that your wife or your long-term girlfriend must have.
Booty. Nah, I'm joking. Gotta be loyal. Absolutely.
So loyalty.
Loyalty. The show. Honest.
Honesty.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the top 2?
Yeah, for me.
Loyalty and honesty?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, second question is, okay, yeah. What are the first couple of things that attract you to a woman when you meet her?
Personality. Eye contact. Emotions. When first meeting. Just to
So she
see
has
if
to
they. I gotta make sure they respect themselves, and you can pretty much tell that in
Respectful. They have to
the
be
conversation.
Okay.
You know, when you start talking.
So when you say eye contact, you mean that while you're talking or just getting to know each other, she has to have good eye contact with you?
Yeah,
Okay.
because to me, like,
If you're not, yeah.
meeting somebody and all of that, if they're not really looking at you and looking around, to me that's just indication, someone might not be being
Trustworthy?
truthful.
Okay.
So
The third question is, and it's going to be just a short list. It says, what is more important to you in a woman? It's sort of like a multiple choice question, I guess. So, what's more important in a woman? Is it her looks? Is it her body? Is it her financial status? Is it her vibe? Or is it her compatibility with you?
all of them. No, I'm joking. Yeah, when it comes to money, I don't really care about that.
So, like, what's, like, once you kind of start deciding that, you want to kind of date somebody or maybe take it to the next level.
Well, you got to be
what would
attracted
be-
to the person.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
definitely
that's
got to
true.
be attracted. You
So
can't.
would you say the most important thing would be looks then?
Nah, it would be
'Cause
more of the
looks have to do with
personality.
looks and body have to do with the attraction.
Nah, it would be more of the personality. If they too hard with it or just the vibe be off, I don't really click like that.
So the most important thing initially would have to be like you would say like the vibe and the compatibility with you, or
Yeah,
just
the personality,
vibe? Okay. Because
the
personality wasn't one of the
I know, but this is about me and what I think, right? Okay, so I'm throwing it in there.
So personality would be like the most important thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because if that personality isn't
So
to what I want, I'm not gonna continue with it. Like,
I just want to real quick just kind of play around with that question because I noticed you didn't pick financial status. So is it safe to say she could be broke?
yeah, I don't look at money like that, like in a relationship.
No, but I
like,
said, is it safe to say that she could be broke? And you be
yeah, I mean, if she
alright
trying to do something, you can't be out here just like, trying to cap off the system and
with it? Yeah.
all of that. But if you trying and trying to work and all of that, like, you don't gotta have bread. Like, if you working and all of that, like,
Okay.
that's all.
The
That,
next question is, and it's kind of hinging off of, I guess, the question I just asked you. It's, so what is it that men look for specifically when they're making a decision to wife somebody. So I guess this would be a little bit further down in your courting, dating um, process, and you kind of getting to the point where it's like whether you just trying to decide whether you want to be serious or whether you want to continue with it. The question is, so what is it specifically that you're looking for when you're trying to make the decision on whether you want to wife someone?
If there's any flags, like if
Okay.
you see some of them red flags, like might not be the one for you.
Yeah, but okay, well, yeah, I guess that does.
But
make
also
sense.
like how your family feel about the person, how your loved ones and all of that, feel for her, and if everyone likes her and respects her, and
So what you look for specifically, basically, is to see if there's red flags and stuff.
yeah, I want to make sure that everyone besides me is seeing what I'm seeing. 'Cause sometimes you could get blinded
Yeah,
by
that's
it
true.
and not see certain things that your friends or family could see. So
Good answer. Good answer. Okay, the next question is, so on a scale from 1 to 10, how concerned are you with your woman's dress code?
oh, I'm not concerned
On a-
really at all. She just what?
On a
I'm just
scale
saying, you
from
got
one-
a good dress code. Like, there's nothing I gotta worry about.
No, I'm talking about not me. We're not talking about me. We're answering the questions basically for the people, and you're making. I mean, even though the questions are based around you, you're also giving a man's perspective and your perspective as far as how concerned are you with dress code in general.
It's a preference when it comes to men. It just
Right,
all
but
depends
but
on
how
them.
how concerned are you? Meaning,
Oh,
is your concern way up here? Like, okay, I don't want my woman dressing like I can't really say it on YouTube. Sorry.
Yeah, you're not about to
Like,
be
I
out
don't-
here looking like
I
a
don't want
thought.
that
Like, I'm not
dressing
about
like a
to.
thought, or is it not really that important? Meaning,
Nah,
she
to
can dress how she
me,
want to dress.
you're not about to be out here looking like a thought, and because you represent me,
Yeah.
just like I represent you. Now, other dudes I know, they just don't care, whatever.
So on a scale of from 1 to 10, and the question said, how concerned are you with your woman's dress code? So it would have to be 10, meaning that, yeah, I'm pretty concerned, meaning I don't want her dressing like whatever, I want her to be modest. On the lower end, it means that you really don't care how she dresses. So it would be on the higher end, closer to
Yeah,
10.
it'd be
Like,
the
what would your
higher
number
end.
be?
It would be the higher end because
Like an 8?
yeah, about
Okay.
something like that. But I mean, like, it's just all depends on the dude. Like,
Yeah.
some dudes just don't care. Some
Mhm.
people, kind of want to feel respected when they're in a relationship, so they don't want their woman out there
Now
looking like
I'm
that.
gonna just hinge off of that just a little bit because this is kind of important too to know from just a man's perspective. Now put your own perspective and your own desires, wants, and opinion to the side for 1 minute and just delve into, because obviously you're a man and you have interacted and you know a lot of different men, okay, and men know men the best. So with the men that seem like they don't really care or they're not really that concerned with their women's dress code, is there a certain kind of dude? Meaning, do you notice that the dudes that really don't care about their women's dress code, is it a situation that they really are not into the girl that much, or is just like she's just a jump off?
It just all depends
or
on
is
all
it,
of that.
or have you seen more men that are actually in solid relationships and they still don't care? Like, what do you think it is? Just from you seeing a lot of men, and just kind of talking to them and having them, like, what's the indicator to you that kind of shows you, like, for instance, more men that basically are man whores seem to don't care about how their main girl dress? Or is it more so just a
I know.
isolated incident, an individual basis type of thing? Like, what
It
what is
just
your
all
take
depends
on
on the person. But I've seen street dudes that I know, their main, they couldn't do a lot of stuff. They couldn't dress a certain way, all of that. But then they would have side pieces and they ain't care what they was doing. You know what I mean? Because it was a
Yeah.
side piece. So
So with that, is it safe to say that if a man really doesn't care too much about a female and he doesn't consider her like his main girl or whatever, that his concern and his value goes down for how she dresses?
Nah, I mean,
Like,
and then you got some dudes that want their woman to show off everything and like, yeah, you see what I got and all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want to brag about that and everything, but then they get mad when there's
yeah.
other things that happen and dudes try to approach her and is all that. But it just
So
it all
it's
depends on the
basically just a
dude. It
variety
just
of different-
depends.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I know
Okay.
tons of dudes and they all think different.
So
You know what I mean?
yeah, I just asked you that because I wanted the people to understand if it was just really something that was black and white. Like, okay, well, men that are man whores, they seem to not really care about how they women dress versus men that have integrity about themselves. I wanted to know if there really was a black and white line, but from what I'm hearing from you is that it's just really individualized
It is.
altogether.
It is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Next question. What are the three most important traits in a woman in your opinion? Well, I think we already kind of
Yeah,
answered
a
that
lot
in
of that,
another form, so we'll skip that. The next question has to do with submissiveness and a woman being submissive to her man. Okay, how submissive would you like your woman to be?
Mm.
Meaning, like, basically, you wear the pants, nothing goes. You pretty much run the show and whatever.
Yeah,
'Cause,
I ain't like
there's
that.
a lot of different variations on that. Some men feel like basically don't question what I do, what I ask you to do. That's it. Period. And then some men feel like I do want you to be submissive to me because it is according to the word of God. A woman should be submissive, but only if we're working together. So, like, how submissive do you think your woman should be to you? Should she be totally and completely submissive?
Nah.
Should it be like, how do you feel about
Nah.
submissiveness?
I don't really. I like that roughness. Get loud with me back when I when I mess up and do all of that. You know what I mean? But nah. I mean, some things like, okay, let me do what I gotta do, and let me make my decisions.
Be a man.
But you also make yours. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be in charge of what you doing, what you saying, your every move. I'm not. That's not me. I'm not like that. But it just all depends on the dude. There's some dudes where they want the woman to do everything.
Yeah.
They ain't doing nothing.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
the woman gotta do it all. The man just gonna run the streets, do whatever, and it just all depends on the dude. Like, but for me, you don't really gotta be that submissive. Just let me be a man. Let me make my own choices.
Do you think submissiveness is something of the old school, meaning like it was more so? It's kind of like an old thing where
where the
women pretty much
man
stay
work
home
and the woman
cook.
stay
Yeah, do you
home,
think
cook,
it's kinda
clean,
like
and all. It's not like that
sort
no
of
more.
thing, and you think it kind of evolved?
It's
into
not
something
like that,
different?
and I think like in the past, that was kind of like that was messed up. Like I didn't believe in that because a woman can't really be a woman. I mean, they can't be themselves
Yeah.
because they always got to watch what they say, watch what they do. Be there for the kids and
So they pretty
cooking,
much don't have an
cleaning,
identity
all of that,
themselves, yeah.
all of that. So I just never been that type to. I want my woman to be able to do what she got to do,
Now,
make
but
her
do
own
you
moves.
believe to a certain degree that a woman should have some type of submissiveness?
A
To
little
her-
bit,
her
a
man?
little bit when it comes to certain things, but just all depends what it is.
Okay. Last question. No, actually, it's the next to last question. Next to last question is it okay for your woman to have male friends, and if not, kind of just elaborate a little bit on why?
I mean, for me, nah.
Not to know.
I am your friend. I am everything. Nah, it just all depends. Like, that whole texting and the chilling and all of that stuff. That to me, it's uncalled for because I know that a female would get upset if their dude was always hanging out with other females and spending time with them and constantly calling and texting and everything like that. So, for me though, nah, like, you can have, male friends at work or whatever, but other than that, everything else, nah, I just.
And YouTube, just so you know, we talk about everything. We've already discussed this and come to an understanding, but I do realize and I understand that we are in a different generation, and I've read a lot of literature and seen videos, and nowadays a lot of younger people really don't care. They had tons and tons of friends of the opposite sex, but one thing that I also do notice is that they have a lot of problems that come along with it.
A lot of drama. I grew up, around a lot of people, and yeah, that whole, girls having male friends and all of that, things would happen behind the scenes, and so with me seeing that and seeing how things play when people try to do that, it goes wrong. But it just all depends how loyal the people are that's in the relationship and everything. So it just all depends on that. But me, from what I've seen, nah, I can't do it. Can't do it. Yeah, cut it.
Okay. Last question. Before I continue with this last question, I kind of forgot, it slipped my mind, but how can I forget? Because I got to ask you guys to, I'll let you take it because your face is
like,
on it.
comment, subscribe, hit that bell.
Come on, shorty. Smash that like button. Come on now. Okay? And if you haven't subscribed already, you petty.
Right, what you waiting on?
What you waiting for? It's free to subscribe. Come on now. I know you've been contemplating it. Anyway, let's move on. Last question. The last question is, do you care about your woman's past? Meaning, if you're in a serious relationship with your woman at this point, do you care about their past? Because I know a lot of men would say they want to know everything. Like, are you one of those men that would like to know everything about your woman's past?
I don't want to know. Obviously, if I know you from growing up and all of that, then I already pretty much know your past. But once I'm in a relationship with somebody, it's all that. Whatever happened in the past is the past. We're starting a new chapter. Like, that's what we're doing. So yeah, I don't want to know, somebody's past and all of that if they got a past. Like, I wasn't there. I can't judge them on the way they moved in the past and being younger and all of that. I can't do that. That's not me. I wouldn't want no one to judge me on things that I did in the past. So
ooh, and we know you did a lot.
I just but yeah, to me, nah.
Yeah, YouTube. So that was the last question. Your girl Nisi and Diddy here. We're gonna end this video out. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And for all of those who have been subscribing, who have been smashing that like button, and who has been watching our videos in their entirety, I just want to take a moment to say we thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the support. That's it. Until next time, Swirl Gang, and we out.